Hello, we are the Pleiadians, and we wish to give you a healing session. Please lie down on something comfortable. Get yourself relaxed as possible. Now, of course, focus on your breath and even inhale and exhale as gently as you can. And we want you to think of lying in warm sand where you have all the places underneath your neck, your lower back, and your knees supported. The warmth of the sand comes up through your muscles and relaxes and releases all tension. Then we would like you to concentrate on the front of your body. Imagine the sun shining gently on the front of your body, relaxing and releasing. Imagine everything in your body being healed by the light of the sun. We would like you to imagine as this warmth hits your skin, as your body starts to relax and release. We would like you to feel as though your pain, any sort of pain, discomfort, dis-ease, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, drips from the back of your body down into the earth itself. And imagine the earth, Gaia, transforming it, composting your detritus, if you will, your trash, the things you no longer need, transforming them into what you need. So imagine a healing tonic or elixir. You can feel this like a petal of your favorite flower. You can smell the essence as it emanates through each and every one of your cells, from your skin to your muscles to your bone. Imagine everything that has been before has been released and everything is being replaced. Now, we, of course, have all sorts of technology. However, we would like to work with you with what you can work with without us actually making direct contact. This is your mind. So, the more that you can let go and listen to the words, the more healing that can be done. We will use references that go directly to you on your planet. So, in a way, we will be toning down what is really happening, bringing it to something that you can understand with your human mind. So, we would like to imagine and have you imagine up through the soles of your feet a beautiful, vibrant color. The first color that comes to your mind, the healing, beautiful color going up through the soles of your feet. Imagine the soles of your feet drinking up this color, moving it up through your muscles and through your bones. And imagine this color healing and soothing and correcting any deformations, any weaknesses, any inflammation going up through the muscles and the bones and the tissue. And as it hits your cavity where organs are contained, imagine that all the tubes and all of the intestines, all the linings, all of them becoming perfectly brand new, what they are supposed to look like. Imagine your colon, all your sphincters, all your valves being perfect. They do not stick any longer. They do what they are supposed to do. Imagine everything becoming balanced as we move through into the stomach area. Imagine everything being perfect, everything being healed. If there is anything to be healed, any lesions, any ulcers, any holes, anything that would cause you discomfort, imagining everything balancing out. And through your whole digestive system, we would like you to imagining that The bacteria are balancing out, that you do not have too much of the bad bacteria and you have the right amount of the good bacteria so that it is easy for you to digest and assimilate all your nutrition. And as we roll up through glands, we will be making changes with that color so that they're balanced out. So all the chemicals in your body are just at the right speed, the right amount, and that you feel fully vital so that any healing that needs to occur, any balancing out of any imbalances will occur, and feel how lovely this feels. Again, the letting go into your earth and receiving this beautiful healing, moving up through all of your glands, them reprogramming, just having them be perfect just as they are, and up through your cavities in your head, your ears, your sinuses, everything balancing out, and up in through the brain, rewiring your system, starting from the brain and then going down through your nervous system, everything rewiring, everything firing properly. So I would like you to imagine not only something, a color coming up through your feet, but at the crown of your head, a color coming down. And this is helping with that rewiring of the brain and of the adrenals as you go farther down the body, and as you go through, every single gland is going to be purified. Now, you humans have a thing with the pituitary gland, and you worry about this being calcified. There is no need for worrying for that, because the energy that is spiritual and psychic can get past anything that physically isn't working the way it quote unquote should, because this is an astral thing versus a physical thing. So, with your third eye and its connection to the pineal gland, do not be concerned. However, we will heal and transform that so it runs well, because a physical suit that runs well helps your astral body run well and function well. So imagine a beautiful color emanating down from the crown of your head, coming up through the soles of your feet. These colors can change just as the essences coming up from the earth into your cells can change. Focus on places that you have felt weaknesses. Focus on places that you have known diseases or injuries. Focus on how you would look, how you would stand, how you would move if everything right here, right now, and your suit was perfect. You don't have to remember back to a time when you were younger. Right here, right now, in the chronological age of your body, the perfection of it, the beauty of it, the good feelings of it. How would you dress? How would you sit? How would you stand? How would you move if everything were functioning beautifully, perfectly? And we are going to also help program or reconfigure how when these glands are being reprogrammed, how you have cravings that might be not for your benefit. Sometimes cravings are psychological, and sometimes they are allergies. Sometimes you crave things you are allergic to, so that you will have an adverse reaction enough so you go get help. So you say, I no longer should put that in my body because it is, you are poisoning it a little at a time. So we would like you to be where you no longer crave anything that makes your body, your suit, as it were, malfunction and function at less than optimal. So we will help that being reprogramming so that you no longer crave things that are destructive for you and no longer crave things that throw off the gut bacteria. So that, again, digestiveness and assimilation is very, very important because you can eat all the most beautiful, wonderful, healthy things. However, if you cannot assimilate it, if you cannot move the nutrients through your body, then it is of no use. And you will, at some point, as you evolve, you will need less and less of these things as you step into your oneness and your sourceness, because even though we do not come from the same place you do, we are not of earth, we are not terrestrial, we still are one with source. Because when you see things as God, which is made up by humans, you separate yourself from your galactic siblings. So when you think of yourself as one with Source, then we are no different than you are, no matter what happens. So when you do have contact, that you will not be afraid. You will not see us as different because you will recognize us as one with Source, you as one with Source. We may have technologies that you do not have. We may be a more, what you might say, advanced, but just think of us as older siblings versus something that needs to be worshipped. Because again, you are source, we are source. We just know it. We just live it. And we have focused on healing. That is, we are the galactic healers. That is what we are known for. Now, going back to your healing, because this is important, again, because this is where you're at. Eventually, when you are really cemented into, rooted, grounded into your knowing of source that you are, and that everyone and everything around you is of source as well, then you won't need things like that. So again, your nervous system is being recalibrated as we speak. There are codes, there are light transmissions coming through. So this information, even though it may not sound relaxing and might not be your idea of a meditation or a healing as such, it is indeed, because what we would like to happen is to have you no longer think things of yourself that are untrue. Think things of yourself that are unworthy of source. What you would not put on source, you should not put on yourself. And again, these healing modalities will no longer be necessary when you are aware of your sourceness and you embody your sourceness. However, you are in your suit, fast asleep, and so needing remedy, needing healing. These healings will go on and on until they are no longer needed. So you can imagine these running in the background, like when you are on your computer and you have one thing open and you're working on it, and you have tabs that are in the background open, but you're on a specific tab. This is the same thing. They will be running in the background without you noticing. As a matter of fact, we should wish that your conscious mind would no longer remember. You can, as they say in your hypnosis, remember to forget or forget to remember what we have spoken about today. That you can just remember you had a few minutes of relaxation and you felt really good and you got to know some of your galactic fellows out there, and that we bring you love, we bring you peace. And when you awaken, when you open your eyes, and we mean coming out of this, you again can remember to forget or forget to remember, and be well, treat yourself with love, treat your fellows with love. You are one with Source, we are one with Source. We will meet again.